Vital. Smart vital.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Brigade Conference of 10 Civil Works. So before we start, we will all stand for the prayer. Let me do the sign of the cross. Dear Lord, thank you for the goodness and mercy that we receive every day. We are here today to conduct our procurement activity. Come be with us in the midst of this activity. Grant us the wisdom to make this a productive one. Once again, good afternoon. May I introduce the members of the BAC headed by our BAC chairman, Engineer Jerry Hukar, BAC vice chairman, Attorney Clarence Remando, and members, Engineer Arturo Preposi and Attorney Mary Rosemary. We also have here the technical working group headed by Engineer Daisy Manzano and member Engineer Rachel Lumagi. For the BAC Secretariat, yours truly, Maria Crisadine Marquez. And to assist us in the live streaming, we have Sir Wayne Christian Francisco. Sir, for the observers, we have sent them notice but no one attended.
Thank you, Lisa. So we will be having the Brigade Conference for 10 civil works projects today. So we have a forum and a forum to order the proceedings for the Brigade Conference. So these 10 civil works projects. So with Brigade Conference is being undertaken to so we have a venue for clarification of prospective leaders for the details of their contracts to be bid, including the financial and technical requirements of the contracts to be bid. So, Secretariat, please present the details of the bid conference for these 10 civil works projects.
Start, we have 24A00583, 24A00589, 24A00623, 24A00624, 25A00013, 25A00014, 25A00017, 25A00094, 25A00148, and 25A00175. So the purpose of this private conference to discuss, clarify, and explain the different aspects of the projects of the procuring entity with the prospective bidders. Have the guidelines held at least 12 calendar days before the deadline for bid submission, but not earlier than 7 calendar days from the advertisement or posting of bid opportunity. We have the contract data for 24A00583, repair or rehabilitation of school buildings which were damaged by Typhoon EGAY in Region 1, Diaz Senior Elementary School, Bautista, Pangasinan. Location, Bautista, Pangasinan. The funding source, Quick Response Fund with an ABC of 5,033,440 pesos. We have the scope of works, installation project billboard or signboard, removal of structure and obstructions, earthworks, concrete works, plumbing works, roofing works, fabrication of doors, masonry and plastering works, painting works, ceiling works, steel works, electrical works, installation of wall and ceiling fans, and soil poisoning, with a contract duration of 150 calendar days. Then 24A00589, repair or rehabilitation of school buildings which were damaged by Typhoon EGAY in Region 1. Palina East National High School, Urdaneta, Pangasinan. Location, Urdaneta, Pangasinan. With a funding source, quick response fund with an ABC of 29,887,806.58. Scope of works, installation project, billboard or signboard, removal of structure and obstruction, earthworks, concrete works, plumbing works, roofing works, fabrication of doors, masonry and plastering works, painting works, ceiling works, steel works, electrical works, installation of wall and ceiling fans, and soil poisoning, with a contract duration of 240 calendar days. Next, 24A00623, repair or rehabilitation of school buildings damaged or caused by Typhoon EGAY in Region 1, South Central Elementary School, Alcala, Pangasinan. Funding source, Quick Response Fund with an ABC of 19,310,615. The scope of works, installation of project billboard or signboard, demolition works, earthworks, soil poisoning, concrete works, steel works, masonry and plastering works, roof framing works, symmetry works, plumbing works, electrical works, ceiling works, tile works, painting works, installation of doors and windows, and mechanical works, with a contract duration of 225 calendar days. Next, 24A00624, repair or rehabilitation of school buildings damaged or caused by Typhoon EGAY in Region 1, Bersamin Elementary School, Alcala, Pangasinan. Funding source, Quick Response Fund with an ABC of 27,776,560 pesos. Scope of works, installation project billboard or signboard, demolition works, earthworks, soil poisoning, concrete works, steel works, masonry and plastering works, roof framing works, symmetry works, plumbing works, electrical works, ceiling works, painting works, installation of doors and windows, and mechanical works, with a contract duration of 240 calendar days. Next, 25A00013, retrofitting or strengthening of permanent bridges, Gilbert Bridge 2 along Manila North Road. Location, Lawag City, Ilocos Norte. Funding source, NEP FY 2025 with an ABC of 144,750,000 pesos. Scope of works, carbon fiber sheet 1 layer for completion, carbon fiber plates for completion, chain type bridge unseating prevention restrainers for completion, special anti-corrosion paint spans and 2 girders on the 8th span, and protective coating for concrete structures for all spans, with a contract duration of 315 calendar days. Next, 25A00014, retrofitting or strengthening of permanent bridges, Gilbert Bridge 1 along Manila North Road. Location, Lawag City, Ilocos Norte. Funding source, NEP FY 2025 with an ABC of 144,750,000 pesos. Scope of works, carbon fiber sheet 1 layer for completion, carbon fiber plate for completion, chain type bridge unseating prevention restrainers for completion, special anti-corrosion paint for 7 spans and 2 girders on the 8th span. Protective coating for concrete structures for all spans with a contract duration of 315 calendar days. Next, 25A00070, retrofitting or strengthening of permanent bridges, Manila Bridge along San Nicolas Natividad, San Quintin to Umingan to Dimba Road. Location, Umingan, Pangasinan. Funding source, NEP FY 2025 with an ABC of 100,842,500 pesos. Scope of works, epoxy injection for cracks on deck slab and girder, patching of damaged concrete, carbon fiber sheet bonding into structures, carbon fiber plate bonding into structures, installation of SP chain, and application of protective coating system with a contract duration of 315 calendar days. Next, 25A00094, construction or maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage system. Construction of flood control structure along Santol to San Gabriel to Kapangan Road, Maluyo River, Barangay Manggaan, Santol, La Union. Location, Santol, La Union. Funding source, NEP FY 2025 with an ABC of 149,575,000 pesos. Scope of works, earthworks, construction of reinforced concrete revetment, furnishing and driving of structural steel sheet piles, Z-type with pile cup, and installation of RCPC cross-grade including head walls, with a contract duration of 267 calendar days. For 25A00148, construction or improvement of various infrastructure in support of national security, tatag ng infrastructure para sa kapayapaan at seguridad program or TICAS, construction of Personnel's Barracks 7th Infantry Kaugnay Division, Philippine Army Camp Lieutenant Tito B. Abat, Barangay Caloocan, Manawag, Pangasinan. Location, Manawag, Pangasinan. Funding source, NEP FY 2025 with an ABC of 48,250,000 pesos. Scope of works, installation of project billboard or signboard, removal of structure and obstruction, earthworks, supply and installation of paver blocks, concrete works, plumbing works, fabrication of doors and windows, roofing works, waterproofing works, tile works, masonry and plastering works, painting works, ceiling works, electrical works, supply and installation of pole-mounted power transformer, supply and installation of generator, supply and installation of air conditioning system, supply and installation of water pumping system, fire protection works, site development works, and soil poisoning with a contract duration of 300 calendar days. For supplemental or bid bulletin issued by BAC to answer requests for clarification query submitted 10 calendar days before deadline, or interpretation and upon BAC's initiative to clarify or modify any provision of bidding documents at least 7 calendar days before deadline for bids, posted in PhilJets and procuring entity's website and at any conspicuous place within the premises of the procuring entity, Section 22.5.3, 2016 IRR of RA 9184. Bidders who have submitted bids before the issuance of supplemental or bid bulletin must be informed in writing and allowed to modify or withdraw their respective bids. For submission and receipt of bids, we have the checklist of technical documents, Class A documents, legal documents, valid PhilJets registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR. Per GPPB Resolution Number 18-2017, In lieu of the Class A eligibility documents, which were uploaded and maintained current and updated PDFs, bidders are required to submit their PDF certificate registration platinum membership during bid submission in the case infrastructure projects pursuant to Section 25.2 BI of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Class A documents. For technical documents, we have the statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid, and statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or SLCC similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules, and special pickup license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Also, the original copy of bid security in the form of a surety bond. Submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. And for bid validity period, 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. Bid security validity period, we have 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. The bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration or any form of bid security for cash or cashier's manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, 2%, for bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank, 2%, for surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security, 5%. So the project requirements will, for additional 10 years of technical documents with project requirements, organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors, key personnel like project engineer, project manager, materials engineers, and foreman to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. For laboratory equipment, please refer to DPWH DO 11 series of 2017 for the minimum materials testing equipment. Original duly signed omnibus warning statement and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the omnibus sworn statement and do acts to represent the bidder. For financial documents, the prospective bidders computation of net financial contracting capacity, the computation of NFCC of at least equal to ABC computed using the prescribed formula. NFCC is equal to current assets minus current liabilities times 15 minus value of unfinished projects including awarded projects not yet started coinciding with the contract to be bid. For Class B documents, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. For the checklist of financial documents, original of duly signed accomplished financial bid form, and we have the other documentary requirements under RA number 9184. Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities, duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid, and cash flow by quarter. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically or online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in Bid Data Sheet, ITB Clause 17, and Department Order Number 87, Series of 2020. For bid evaluation, the financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The BOP shall automatically disqualify any total calculated price which exceeds the ABC. If the following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices: completeness, low price in required item is non-compliant, indicating a zero or a dash free to the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid prices in figures versus words prevails. Total price versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual prevails. And unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ, the latter prevails. If above ABC, it's non-compliant. For post-qualification, verification of legal requirements, licenses, certificate, permits not inclusion in blacklist. Technical requirements, you have the single largest completed contract similar to the contract. Key personnel with minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied. Availability and commitment of major construction equipment. Failure of the prospective bidder to state a complete technical description of the pledged equipment and the specific location, whether owned, leased, or under purchase, shall result in the bidder's automatic post-disqualification for award of contract and forfeiture of its bid security per DO number 58 series of 2012. Performance in ongoing government and private contracts, the negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of two or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair work and complete ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance in the prescribed date after the receipt of the notice of defects and failures. Substandard quality of works or unsatisfactory performance per contract term and conditions at the time of inspection. Liquidated damages currently imposed on the contractor. DO 127 series of 2018 strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of the post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Authenticity and correctness of bid security. From the financial requirements, audited financial statement, especially current assets and liabilities, up-to-date value of all outstanding or uncompleted works under ongoing and awarded contracts, updated NFCC versus ABC. Requirements within 5 calendar days from receipt by the bidder of the notice from the BAC that the bidder has the lowest calculated bid or highest rated bid. The bidder shall submit to the BAC the following: registration certificate from SEC, Department of Trade and Industry for sole proprietorship or CDA for cooperatives. Mayor's business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. Latest income tax and business returns duly stamped and received by BIR and duly validated with the tax payments. Tax clearance per EO 3980 of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Valid Philippine Contractor Accreditation Board, PICAB license. Failure to submit any of the post-qualification requirements on time or finding against the veracity thereof shall disqualify the bidder for award, provided that in the event that a finding against the veracity of any of the documents submitted is made, it shall cause the forfeiture of the bid security in accordance with Section 69 of this IRR. Notes on the personnel and equipment requirements of the project as per DO number 9, series of 2012, technical requirements for civil works projects for public bidding. If the proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidder, the bidder shall submit a certification that the personnel will be put out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract, and he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. The bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding. These certifications shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected. If any equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be post-disqualified. For contract award, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated unresponsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of notice of award within the bid validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days upon receipt thereof in accordance with Section 37.2.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. From the common reasons for rejection of bids, ineligibility and post-disqualification of bidder, the failure to submit original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission indicating the name of project, the procuring entity and name of contractor, shorter bid validity and bid security validity period, overlapping of pledged equipment and committed key technical personnel, failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form, late submission of bid, failure to submit supporting documents, certification of availability of equipment from the equipment list or vendor for the duration of the project if equipment pledge is to be leased and purchased. Negative slippage in the ongoing project, negative 15% or more, or negative 10% in each of 2 or more ongoing projects. Unsatisfactory CPAS rating. Common errors in the submission of bids of the incomplete pages of bid documents, technical and financial, authority of the signatory to sign on behalf of the bidder. Single proprietor, signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. Corporation or cooperative, board secretary's certificate and board resolution. Joint venture resolution or agreement. Partnership as indicated in the articles of partnership. Reminder for 24A00583, 589-623-624, 25A00013, 14, 17, 94, 148, 17, and 175. The deadline for submission of clarification to be 10 days before submission of bids. The deadline for submission of bids on November 5, 2024 at 10 o'clock a.m. The number of copies of bid proposal, 1 original copy of technical and financial bid. The place of submission of bid, 2nd floor, conference room DPWH, Regional Office 1, City of San Fernando, La Union. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Krisa. So, just take note, the next procurement activity date for this 10 civil works projects is on November 5, 2024. That is Tuesday. So, before we adjourn, any announcement from Secretariat?
We have a pre-bid conference for tomorrow, sir. One consultancy and various civil works projects.
Tomorrow we will be having again procurement activity as announced. So we have no more on our agenda for today. So the proceedings for the preview conference for the 10 civil works projects is now adjourned. Thank you. Board members, thank you, Secretariat, DPWH, IT support.